Have you ever been in a situation at night where it's starting to get a little bit darker? You go to switch on your high beams on your Polaris Sportsman and you find out your high beams are barely any brighter than your low beams? That's a typical complaint that people have with these machines. And a lot of the time they offer expensive mods like light bars and more expensive bulbs. What if I were to tell you there's a mod that costs $10 to install and less than an hour? This is a popular mod that just combines the high beams and the low beams to get the maximum brightness out of your current headlights. Let's get into it. All you're going to need for this mod is a 4 or 5 pin relay and a few wire splices. So relays can be used for a few different reasons. The reason why we're deciding to use it is so that we can distribute power in multiple different directions. It can also be used to help from overloading different circuits, as well as controlling high power circuits with low voltage. We start with all the stock wires as shown here. Next, we want to add the relay and wire it up exactly like this. This way, when the yellow wire, which is our high beam, receives power, it'll open the circuit between the green wire, which is our low beam, and the constant power. So when all said and done, both the green and the yellow wires will have power, which powers on all of our lights. So the next thing we need to do is figure out where we want to mount our relay. So I'm thinking that we can get it here on this part of the frame, and that should be able to get everything to fit underneath afterwards. So I'm going to try zip tie, see if I can just get a zip tie to hold that there steadily. If I can't, then I'll look into drilling and getting a self-tapper in there. So now that we have that installed and put in there nice and solid, we need to get splicer to hook up to this yellow wire here, as well as this green wire here, and this red and white wire right here. So those are the 3 target wires for right now. So we got 3 crimps, and then we will put our ground wire just to ground somewhere along in this area. We'll figure that out when we get there. Now we need to try and get all this so it will not move around. Some of our wires here are actually 12 gauge, and they are a little big for these splicers. So I'm going to make sure that there is absolutely no chance that they make a short anywhere in our circuit. So I'm going to get our protective layer back up. I'm going to cover these in tape just to make sure that there's no chance that they get grounded and short our circuit. And now we got it all taped up and buttoned up there a little bit. So we're going to get our headlight plugged in, and then we are good to try and test to see if our mod is working as it should. So now we will key on. Nothing on fire. All right, we'll go low beams and high beams. There we go. Look at that. So low beams turns off that top light. And there you have it. We were able to get our mod installed with no real issues at all. I'm going to finish getting this pod back buttoned up together. I think I'm gonna leave my windshield off for a little bit here now, starting to warm up, and I'm trying to get out for a ride. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something from watching this, and until next time, I'll see you later.